Somebody snuck in here while I wasn't looking and left me a gift. I just found it today tied to the front door of my camper. I'm not sure who saw fit to brighten my day, but I want you to know that I appreciate your thoughtfulness. You brought color into my life. You have aroused curiosity in me. And I feel certain this intrigue will lead me to my answer soon enough. Whoever you are, you chose to be a bright color. And bright colors just stand out more. They bring vibrance into an otherwise dark world. I associate color a little bit like this. The dark colors represent sorrow and pain. I'd have to say, I've personally found a great deal of comfort in those emotions for quite some time, and it's taken a toll on this old boy. I think it was all ego. It was that quest for control over the uncontrollable. Life's pretty simple if you think about it, but we tend to complicate it by always wanting more. Listen, I ain't no different than you. I too would love to have 20s falling out of my pocket and not even feeling like they're worth the effort to turn around and pick up. You know, kind of like I'll do a penny now and again if I'm in a hurry. But you can't control something you just don't have control over. And so it was ego that led me to believe that more and bigger was better. And that quest for money blinded me from the things that really matter in life. And so I view that ego as a negative, and as such, a dark color in my life. Bright colors, on the other hand, I associate with joy and happiness, with interest and intrigue. They're the ones that'll make you feel alive and full of energy. They'll arouse your curiosity and your awareness, grab your attention from a mile away, and draw you in closer to inspect all that wonder with amazement. In other words, if you take a solid black backdrop and just sit there and look at it for a spell, I'm sure your mind will get all kinds of creative and dream up all kinds of cool stuff you'd like to paint on. But all in all, it's just an eventless area of nothing. Now, if you stand up and throw a bucket of neon orange paint all over it, suddenly it becomes full of life. That orange color would represent existence, because before it came along, all you had was black. And anybody who knows me knows that black is about the only color I wear anymore, and I have my reasons. But the color of one's clothes does not determine one's character or personality. I mean, look at Johnny Cash. They say he was an honorable man who worked hard to become that way. Certainly successful. I never met him, though I have come to admire him with respect to not necessarily starting out a good man, just simply ending up that way. That just means that he never stopped working for it. He never stopped allowing himself to be painted by those beautiful bright colors. And I can get on board with something like that, because that's what life's all about. Trying to improve each and every day right up until your last. There's a special feeling a man gets when he realizes the error of his way, when he experiences for the first time the true joy of life, and the incomparable emotions of love and compassion. The thing is that both spectrums of color are necessary in order for life to happen. You see, without the dark backdrop, the bright colors of orange and yellow and such would have no canvas upon which to paint themselves. It's the difference between night and day. I mean, the dark of night can be beautiful and captivating in its own right. And I personally find a great deal of comfort sitting out under the stars and pondering some of life's most puzzling issues. But I just feel more alive in the bright colors when the sun is shining. I'll admit, I've been the color black for a long time now, just hoping somebody'd come along and pour their brightness all over me. But it has occurred to me of late that I've been going about this all wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with being a dark color, just as long as you got plenty of bright, vibrant people around you to keep it real for you. That's the balance. That's where it becomes obvious that without the presence of dark, there could be no light. And all the wonderful people of the world would have nowhere to paint their masterpiece if there were no place upon which to paint it. If you want to shine, start bringing the people around you to life with your color. That's what I'm planning on doing. Stand up and fight for your freedom. Paint your bright colors all over this world.